What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now today we are going to be playing around with a deck that I just found. I believe I copied it from someone that used it against me. It is a Golem Elixir Collector deck. Now usually I don't always have an Elixir Collector in my Golem decks. I just don't really like using it. My main Golem deck is this one right here, obviously no Elixir Collector, but this one is just unstoppable if you get enough pumps down. By the time you hit double elixir, if you have 1 or 2 pumps down, you can just throw as many elite barbarians and mega minions and executioners as you can behind the golem, of course, and the enemy just can't stop it. You have so much elixir, so many troops, and it's just unstoppable at that point. So I've been having a lot of fun with it, and today this is the deck that we're going to be using. The average cost is 4.4, so it's not too heavy, but then again, it still does have the pump in there to balance it out. So yeah, this is what I've been using. I'm currently at 4,400 trophies. I know a few days ago I was at like 5,200 to you guys because I uploaded a video about me hitting Master 2, but that video was pre-recorded before the reset, and now the reset is like a day or two old, and of course I'm still low in trophies. However, before we get into any battles, I do have a quick little announcement to make. I am hosting a giveaway on Twitter right now. 3 winners will be winning a $10 gift card of either iTunes or Google Play, whatever gift card you want. Of course, Misplay is sponsoring this giveaway, but all you have to do is go over to my Twitter, find this tweet right here, retweet that tweet, follow me, and follow Misplay, and after that, that's all you need to do. If you win, the points will be added to your Misplay account, so you might as well just go ahead and download Misplay, use my code LEW, because if you do win, like I said, they're going to add points to your account, and then you can use those points to buy whatever gift card you want. Also, here are the 6 winners from my last giveaway with Misplay. They sponsored the bandage giving video. If you guys haven't checked that out, go ahead and do so. That was a really good video. But on that video, I said for every 500 likes, there will be 1 extra winner in the giveaway, and that video received 3,000 likes. So 6 winners, here they are. If your name is on the screen right now, go ahead and log into your Misplay account, and you should see some points in there, enough for a $10 gift card. So just a quick little announcement to reveal the giveaway winners from the last giveaway and announce the new one that's going on Twitter right now. So if you want to go ahead and enter that giveaway, the link for that tweet will be down in the description below, or of course you can just follow me on Twitter at JewishLewish. Find that tweet and follow the instructions that you see. It's pretty simple, just an easy way to win some gift cards. Just wanted to give back to you guys for being so awesome lately. But yeah, that's about it. So now, without further ado, we can finally jump into a live battle and see what happens with this Golem Elixir Collector deck. Like I said, the reset was a few days ago, so we're still chilling in Challenger 2, up against another level 12. Ooh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. I started to try, but then I realized that I'm not going to be able to pronounce that at all. So anyway, dropping down an Elixir Collector between our towers right now. He has an Ice Golem and some Elite Barbarians. I am going to go ahead and kite these Elite Barbarians over to the right lane with that Ice Golem. Luckily, I did manage to grab both of them with that Ice Golem, and now I need to drop down an Executioner to finish off the Barbs, and a Mega Minion to finish off that Hog Rider in the left lane. Luckily, my Executioner finished off those Barbs no problem. He does get off a shot on my Elixir Collector though, and the Hog Rider right there drops my tower to 1349 hit points. So off the bat, he did around 2,000 damage to that left lane tower. Obviously not ideal, but we do have some Elite Barbarians and that Mega Minion over on his tower. The Barbs finished off a Tombstone and some Archers, but the Mega Minion will get distracted by that Ice Golem right there, and we only managed to drop that tower down to 3,000 hit points. There are some more Elite Barbarians, gotta kite him over to the left. Honestly, not too sure why I did that, considering that tower is about to go down. So let's go ahead and pull them back to the middle, keep them off of that tower, and get down a Mega Minion as well. But now he has a Hog Rider on the right lane. He is just spamming me so hard right now. This right here is one of the big disadvantages to this deck. Before you enter double elixir, you do get kind of screwed over if you just drop down some elixir collectors and you can't defend whatever they want to throw at you. Because as you can see, he already dropped my tower down to 200 hit points and the other one's only at 1,200. So we're not looking too hot right now, and there's a fireball to drop it down below 1,000 and do some damage to that elixir collector back there. However, we are about to enter into double elixir, so down goes my Golem for the very first time in this battle, and hopefully this is where we can get our comeback on. Drop down some Elite Barbarians back here. One will go down the right lane to deal with that Hog Rider. Let's go ahead and get down a Tornado back there as well, and an Ice Golem to finish off those minions after they get some damage dealt by that Tornado. Now, one Elite Barbarian will finish off the Hog Rider, even though it does finish off our tower, and there's one Elite Barbarian pushing that Golem all the way to that left lane tower, as well as an Executioner and a Mega Minion behind it. Let's throw down a log on all these troops over here on the right side. He's going for a 3 crown right now. However, he isn't defending his King Tower, so we are doing a lot of damage over there. And now I can send in some more Elite Barbarians, as I already have a Mega Minion, Executioner, and a Golem on that King Tower. Elite Barbs will be stopped by the Ice Golem, but the Golem just finished off that King Tower for the 3 crown victory. So good game to this guy. That right there is how you use this deck. I'm not going to lie, he did have us at the beginning of that battle with that Hog Rider and those Elite Barbarians. He was kind of freaking me out, and he took my tower really early on, but he decided to go for the 3 crown instead. And since I did have the Elixir Collectors down behind my towers. I was just able to put down so much elixir in his left lane, go straight for that left lane tower, and then move on to the king tower and push that 3-crown victory. So it was definitely a nice comeback with that deck, and now we're sitting at 44-44, all fours across the trophy count right now. So let's go ahead and make that a little bit higher, going out into our second battle of the video, looking for our second win. And good luck to Bum Nick from Bum War, currently sitting at 44-81. So he is higher than us in trophies, which does mean we will get quite a bit from him if we do end up winning. I do have to waste a log on those fire spirits, and my ice golem wasn't placed correctly to distract his miner from my elixir collector. So that miner right there just dropped down my elixir collector really low on hit points. I believe we still got at least 2 pumps out of it, so it really wasn't a terrible positive or negative elixir trade for us. Let's go ahead and tornado these minions away from my tower, but there is a rocket to finish off my executioner. This is not going to be a fun battle, I can already tell. He has a furnace and a rocket. What else could he have in his deck? It's either a royal giant or a mortar. I know that for a fact. So let's go ahead and wait it out and see what it is. Let's drop down another elixir collector right here, even though we are already predicting a miner. Have my ice golem ready for that, because I really don't want his miner to constantly take out my elixir collector, which it'll go ahead and do right about now. The Mega Minion dealt with the goblins from the goblin barrel. However, they did drop it down to 1400 hit points. I believe they were either level 12 or level 13 goblins, so they did quite a bit of damage over here on my tower. But now I have a decent little push over there on his side of the base. However, he will counter my elite barbarians with a skeleton army, which of course shuts them down completely. Mega Minion was stuck in the air right there trying to swat away some skeletons, while of course the tower picked her off, and now we're back to reset, but he still has quite the advantage on me. Over 2,000 damage done to my tower, and I completely forgot about that rocket. So I can't be dropping my executioner behind the king tower anymore, and I also can't drop down an elixir collector directly behind my tower either. However, he has a rocket and just mirror rocketed my pump right there. That was a negative elixir trade for him by 1, but honestly, he has such a big lead right now. A -1 elixir trade isn't too big of a deal for him. So let's go ahead and log these goblins from the barrel as well as the miner. We miss 1 goblin, and that is going to be the death of our tower right there. I'm not going to go ahead and drop down the elite barbarians just yet, because I knew that rocket was coming, and he does have a mirror in his hand, so he can mirror the rocket if he wants to. I just didn't want that that one rocket getting so much value. So let's go ahead and arrow those skeletons right there, allowing our elite barbarians to get to the tower. But with that mirror, he will go ahead and mirror those skeletons and stop my elite barbarians from doing so much damage over there. Miner and goblin barrel on my tower. I'm not even going to try to defend that at this point. Go ahead and let him get as many crowns as he needs for that crown chest, because there is no coming back from this one. That is the biggest threat to this deck. Miners and rockets. If they can constantly chip away your elixir collector with a miner or a rocket, your pump just can't do what it's supposed to do, and you're just stuck on no elixir. And he's just constantly throwing goblin barrels and rockets and miners at your tower. You can't get off a good push, and you do end up losing that battle. So you do have to look out for these decks right here. The miner and rocket decks, like I said, they're really good counters to the elixir collector and basically renders that deck useless. So if you run into one of those decks, you might have a little bit of trouble. But any other deck, even if you do take a loss in the beginning like we did in the first one, you can usually come back with the help of those pumps. So hopefully this guy doesn't have either a miner or a rocket, and we can actually get our pumps down this battle, do some damage, and build up a really strong push. Right now I have an executioner running down the right lane. I'm going to go ahead and cycle to my ice golem to protect him from that tower. He has an ice wizard so far, not sure what else he's going to drop. I have my log ready in case I need it, and there are some barbarians. So I'm most likely going to let my Mega Minion do as much damage as it can. Throw down a log as well. I think I just missed the tower right there. My finger slipped right before I dropped it, and the log still does hit the tower though, so no big deal. And now we can drop down an Elixir Collector because the log and that Mega Minion finished off those barbarians just fine. But now he has a giant graveyard push ready to come out of our tower. He was sitting at full elixir just waiting for us to drop down something heavy, and down goes the Elixir Collector and down goes all of his troops, just wrecking our tower right here. Not much we can do at all. Of course, there is still hope that we can come back from this, but so far this is not looking good. And that right there is a level 3 Sparky, so let's go ahead and push the other side instead. Throw down the Ice Golem and some Elite Barbarians. However, they do get shut down by a group of his own barbarians right there. Mega Minion will go ahead and finish off that Sparky. Executioner will be able to take out most of these barbarians. However, we're about to enter into double elixir, and we're not looking good so far, and we don't have any pumps down on our side. I want to drop down a pump again, but I know he just has that giant ready, and the executioner, not the executioner, sorry, and the graveyard, the deadly giant graveyard push. So let's go ahead and pull the giant over here to the middle, just keep him off our tower for a while. Let both of the towers shoot at him right there, and then start pumping up in the back. He will do a little bit of damage, but it's not too big of a deal. And now let's get down a golem and see if we can build off one last push before the battle ends and take one of these guys' towers. So there is the graveyard right there. Let's take out most of those skeletons with the nice golem and get down a mega minion on the Sparky in the right lane, just to make sure he doesn't get close to our king tower and actually take it out for the 3 crown. So Executioner down to finish off these barbarians over here. Our golem is at full health right now, but he does have a Sparky down in the back, barbarians, and an ice wizard to do some damage. I just threw down a second golem in the left lane for basically no reason at all. Not too sure why I did that. Let's go ahead and throw down the elite barbarians in the right lane though, which will make it all the way to that tower and actually take it out before the battle ends. That right there was so clutch. I had to push that lane instead of the left lane because that Sparky would he's totally taken out all of my elite barbarians, but now he has 2 Sparkies back there. So let's go ahead and keep them away from my Executioner and get down an ice golem to tank those shots right there. Only one of them does go off, and the other one will most likely take out my Executioner right here. And the second Sparky now takes out my tower for the victory. Good game to this guy. There is another loss with this deck. So obviously that battle didn't go as planned, and now we're below 4,400 trophies. I believe I copied it from someone that I played against yesterday, so I'm still learning how to use it and trying to practice more with the Golem pump deck. I normally don't use the Elixir Collector in my Golem decks like I said at the beginning of the video, so I'm still trying to get used to it and use this deck more and more. But those battles were really close. Can't really remember the second one. I think we got beat pretty hard in that one. However, that third one, we did come back at the very last second, and we would have taken out his left lane tower if I didn't have to worry about all those Sparkies. So if you guys don't see Sparky and a bunch of rockets, you should be good with this deck. Let me know how you do with it down in the comment section below if you go ahead and try it out. But anyway, that's going to go ahead and wrap things up for today. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and smash that like button down below. And make sure you click on the top link in the description below to head on over to my Twitter account, find that tweet I was talking about earlier, and enter my current gift card giveaway going on over there. Anyway, that's going to go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.